Right, what he said.
You got what I mean?
We gonna split the dust down the
Man,
middle.
what's up, Sincere? What's up, bro? Tickle that. Yes.
About when I was a kid, they used to call me shit. Now, man, I got a gig and I kick back with the flame and well shit, and I spit the flame on the mic and flame shit, and you know what I do? I just handle my beard.
Like I was Chester Cheeto, I'm flaming on the mic. They call me Newman, knock your ass out like a mic, or Tyson. I bet y'all see me being the hypest man they are. I'm driving in my car down Broadway, headed to the west, cause the land I live in, it gotta be the best. So I hope the house you in got a roof over it, cause you blocking the rain. Somebody's talking to me. We was going insane. This is the intro to Raw Poetry. Shig is his name, or you could call him Picasso the way he's painting these pictures. You could call me your brother the way I'm with your sister.
And I'm in a match.
Oh no disrespect. Yeah.
Nah, but what's up, though? This is Raw Poetry Podcast, a branch out Street Culture Radio. I'm your host, Soze Picasso. I'm here with Booming Lance Newman, Mr. Spread Love himself.
Yo.
And we gonna get into it and do what we do. So, Lance, where you from?
What, like in this, okay, it's a complicated answer, right? So I was born in Cali, right? Okay. But moved here when I was like 3 or 4. So Louisville's all I know. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so, and if you say Louisville, where I'm from, my grandma's house was in Newburgh, so you know, and I was at my grandma's house a lot. So
right.
That's what I'm gonna say. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nah, that's what we love all of them. You feel me?
Why do people hate on Newburgh so much? What's the problem with Newburgh?
Man, that was something before I was born. Cause even as a kid, like 8 years old, I remember one time I went down to Play-Doh off Cecil. I'm with my cousin. You feel me? He was like, we was just kicking it, and we was great. Walk up on his friends. It was a group of dudes. He was like, "Say you from kind of home. Say you from kind of home. Say you from kind of home." So when we walked up on the dudes, they was like, "What's up, Woo?" He was like, "Yeah, it's my cousin Woo." They was like, "That's what's up. How you doing?" They was like, "Where you from?" I said, "Newburgh." You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just looked like it, but we cool. We played most of the day. Then at the end of the day, this one dude was like, "Yeah, I saved you. They want to take you on Freddy's Corner and kill you."
I didn't hear what people kill me. Yeah.
But it's just crazy. I don't know why our hood was so hated. It's like the most hated hood. Like, cause like some people don't like some people, but every hood in Louisville don't like Newburgh. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just something before me.
They getting money? No. I mean, you know. You cannot knock that at all. But keep going, bro. What fault?
Right. You good. And, how long you been doing poetry?
My first performance in front of a crowd was in 2002.
2002. Damn, that's beautiful. You been at it.
Yeah, 16, 17 years.
16, 17
years. I was 13 years old.
13 years old.
First, it was Expressions of You on 18th and Muhammad Ali, bro. It was they had a poetry open mic on a weekly basis for us, every single week. Yeah. You can go out there, bro. My mama heard about it. I had been spitting poems to her, feel me? So she heard about it and took me out there, man. Ain't nothing like that applause.
Right. So mom helped you get going. Yeah. That's what's up. So, and tell us some of, I know it's a lot, but tell us some of the places you perform, like in the city.
Whew. So, and I'll start from when I was younger, right? So, like, I did so well when I was younger. They used to sneak me in clubs.
Ah, yeah.
You feel me? Like, I come in and through the back and, like, come out, say my poem, and then I gotta leave immediately afterwards type shit. You know what I mean? So, like, back when 4th Street was a Galleria, and there was some space up there, I don't even remember what the name was, but, like, up there, got older, man, everywhere from, like, Shively and, like, next to that bowling alley, or that used to be bowling alley, and Krispy Kreme.
Right.
You know, a whole bunch of places in the city that, like, were something and then were nothing.
No
you know,
right.
That's a thing in Louisville where, you know.
Right, have a good run. I run this.
Yeah. But if you're talking about, like, the higher echelon, man, Actors Theater, you know, Kentucky Center for the Arts, every museum in this mug. Yes.
He got a real resume. Like, I'm trying to get like him. So if you ain't in tune, get in tune with my brother. He do a lot of positive stuff, and he's equal. He don't let no booing, no, you know what I'm saying. He holds writing prompts and all type of things. So, you know, and if you want to hire my brother, he's a great host and all that other type shit. So get in tune with Mr. Lance Newman, spread love. So like you said, everywhere in the city. And tell us about where you perform outside the city.
Man, when I was in college, man, I got introduced to this thing called Southern Fried. It's a Southeastern regional poetry competition, right? So, like, every single year, I was in a different Southeastern
so you've been doing Southern Fried for a while?
I've been doing Southern Fried for 11 years.
That's hard. I didn't know that.
Southern Fried's been... So, you know what hosted it in 2017? We hosted
right.
the whole competition in Louisville, you feel me?
Right.
That was my 10-year anniversary. So, like, the first year I got exposed to it, bro, I was like, oh, okay, this is how we're supposed to do it. This is how poetry is. This is what poetry can be, bro. That was the first time I was exposed to, like, people who were better than me.
Right.
A lot better than me, though. Not just, like, a little better than me. Like, boy.
Like, you thought you was doing something.
Take that Dr. Seuss shit on. I'm out of here. Come here.
Right.
Let me give you this emotion. Let me give you this theatrics, you know? No, it totally changed my level, bro. It brought me up a whole nother joint.
Yeah, you can tell because you cold, too.
No, that's love, bro. I mean, Southern Fried, when I first went to Southern Fried, bro, I placed 44 out of maybe like 150 poets. So, right. Most people's like, oh, that's good, you know. And I'm like, yeah, that is straight. But the next year, bro, I was 4th.
That's hard.
Feel me? Like, I saw the bar.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is where my writing needs to be. Boom, boom, boom. So I think that, like, exposure is the main thing, bro. We gotta get out the city.
Right, get out the city. I plan on doing that a lot this spring and this summer.
Nice. Where you gonna go?
Just like some of the surrounding spots.
There you go. Cincinnati's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Check them out. Columbus is hot. Indianapolis is hot.
I met some cats from either Dayton or Columbus, and we network and stuff, and they be sending me letting me know their stuff's going on. So I'm gonna try to hit that Annapolis and some surrounding spots. And I've been networking with some people on my Instagram to try to get there, because like I was on the watch, but like people had invited me to Brooklyn and shit, but I couldn't make it at the time. So
you got time now, bro. Yeah, man. And that's you know, that's really what it's all about, bro. Like, I don't know what people we get into poetry to make connections with people, bro. It's like, you know, if we all know kung fu, we gonna go to a kung fu tournament and we gonna link up, and whenever I come to your dojo, you know, I'm gonna spar with you. You know what I mean? Like let's see how your karate goes against my karate. But it's like it's a like learning from each other thing. It's like a community that's bigger and bigger, and not just this little pot.
Right. I love the journey and stuff, but also want to get booked, you know, very shortly. But yeah, the journey, and like you said, visiting and then hearing all the other different people. Because every time I go, I hear something that sparks something. I make me want to buy my paper up like, man, I got to. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
Let me see. Where are you performing? What's your favorite places to perform?
I mean, Actors Theater is dope because they got this like sunken in theater where the chairs go up and like you're in the middle of all of them, so you're like looking up performing, which is really dope. The place I perform the most is probably Baumhart at
What's that?
Kentucky Center for the Arts.
Okay.
The Baumhart Theater. If you've been to the show at Kentucky, chances are you've been in the Baumhart. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's where we put everybody.
And what else you got going on besides poetry?
You got time?
Yeah, you
got time?
You got a lot. Yeah.
So,
let the people know, and let the people know what poetry is done for you, so they be like, they just go to little clubs and snap. Nah, that ain't how it is. Like, let them know, man.
yeah, man. The stream of poetry and like where poetry can take you is just because it's not just poetry, and especially spoken word. Spoken word is public speaking, right? Spoken word is acting. Right. Spoken word is like voiceover acting, right? So it's like you are training yourself for these skills that could take you far in a whole bunch of other directions. So I can actually talk about it because I got the contract, so I'm very happy to announce that I will be the voice for the Derby. So the guy that says 2019 Kentucky Derby, get your Pegasus pen at local Kroger stores and
congratulations,
bro.
That's what's up.
No, it's love, bro.
That's what's up.
It's exciting, man.
You heard he announced that first here on Raw Poetry.
Very first here. The whoever's watching, y'all the only ones that know that. Right. The other people is just gonna hear me on the radio. Hey. Blessings.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, it took me into avenues because like that's not my, how does one get into that avenue? Who does voiceover? Like even knew that that's like a lane you could be in.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what
James Earl Jones type shit.
Come on.
Morgan Freeman.
Come on, yeah. Bro. There are people that we don't even know what their faces are, but if they spoke, we know exactly who they are. Susie Carmichael from Rugrats. Mm-hmm. Bro, she do like 8 different voices, bro.
Yeah.
8 different people's voices, bro. From white kids to black kids, like it don't matter. Like the voice, the voice, and the personality in the voice. That's where that's really a poet's like strength, right? It's like what personality can you put in your voice?
Right. That's what's up. So, you just got a voiceover contract, and what else you got going on?
Shoot. Okay, so I'm teaching in 4 different schools right now, or like communities and organizations right now.
Poetry got them teaching, you heard?
Poetry got me teaching. For those who are watching, like poetry also, it allowed me to teach poetry, right? So like in college, I met this company that was like basically just teaching writing, and I was like, okay, good. So what I did is create my own curriculum that kind of broke down what poetry writing is and like how to write poetry, right? There's A, B, B, and but I use like popular culture to do it, right? I got what you say? I like shining, I like dining, I like $1 million spending, I like whatever that song is by Nick or Cardi B, right? Yeah. I'll take that to a class. The kids is like, oh, I know that song.
Right.
Well, did y'all know it has meter? I have done it, I had done it, I had done it, I had done it. These are meters, and her rhyme is based on these meters. I like shining, I like grinding, I like shining, I like bending, I like, it's very easy.
Use something that they can relate to.
Yeah, man. Education system teaching dead poetry, man. Dead white man poetry. That's what the education system teaches, bro. You feel me? Edgar Allan Poe, these people we don't care about, we don't know about, we don't remember.
I like Edgar Allan Poe.
I like him too. I like Edgar. I like, Hunter S. Thompson.
Edgar, I like Hunter.
That's right. Turn up.
You feel me? So, it is what it is. And,
I know what you're saying.
Contemporary.
They teaching the bullshit, yeah. That's what's up. And so what you got coming up next? So you got the contract thing coming up, and that's gonna be Derby. What you got coming up before or after then?
Well, let's say after Derby, Southern Fried. Southern Fried 2019, ladies and gentlemen, will be held in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You going?
Yeah.
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
When is it?
First week of June.
First week of June.
First week. It's the whole week too. So you got a job, you got family vacation.
Right, I got to, that's why I'm about to say, I got to see if I can get some vacation.
It'd be like that. But that's what it is. That's what Southern Friday is, bro. It's a family vacation, bro. Every job I've ever worked at, I need this week. So I can be around poets, so I can be around people that do what I do, so I can learn. It's a convention, bro. It's a convention. If you are in the business of poetry, and these cats, bro, they go around colleges, you know, and speak on this college circuit. That's a few.
When you say
raps.
college circuit, say what that is.
So the college circuit for poets looks like going to U of L, U of K, WKU, and EKU on a college tour during Black History Month, saying an hour-long dialogue and poetry.
That's beautiful.
Set.
That's beautiful.
A few racks.
Yeah, he said a few
per
rack for an hour.
For an hour.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You can't beat that, right?
Travel paid for and everything. So there are poets that's their bread and butter, right? And a lot of poets that are on that circuit, that's like the height of our profession. Like, what can a poet do, or how can a poet make money speaking in colleges?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then poetry also gives you books, bro. So like, poets are good with just writing anything, right? So they should just put out books with it.
So Nas went to them universities as a poet or as a rapper?
Who knows? What's the difference?
Yeah.
Nas
Well, the
title.
The title.
Yeah,
I ain't know Jay-Z went though. The difference is the title.
I mean, but what's the difference even in the title? Like, does a rapper still not do the components of a poet? And does a poet still not do the components of a rapper?
Yeah,
you know
rhyme.
Poets, maybe not. Like, poets don't always rhyme. Sometimes they're just, your eyes were the green candy in my pocket from childhood. Like, something.
Right.
You know, that's a poet. But a rapper always uses poetry. A rapper is always, whether they like it or not, they always use poetry.
For y'all that didn't know, rap means rhythm and poetry. Just in case.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just in case.
Just in case.
You know what I'm saying? Learn something new every day, you heard me?
Damn, I've been rapping for a long time. I didn't even know it.
Dang. I mean, it's an element.
That's crazy.
That's the element of hip hop.
Yeah.
So, love.
Right, yeah. Lance ain't got a lot of time, so we're going to get him up out of here soon. And tell the people where they can find you and your bodies of work and things of that nature, like sweatshirts or poetry, whatever.
Right on. Man, I'm hella Googleable, bro. Like, you can just type in Lance Newman in Google. Lots gonna pop up on me. YouTube, lots gonna pop up on me. Facebook's gonna pop up. Instagram's gonna pop up. Or Mr. Spread Love. Either one. Mr. Spread Love or Lance Newman. I haven't really used the stage name throughout like my career, but I have stage names that people have like given me, and then I'll also like develop. So.
Right, like the Boomer Newman.
Boomer Newman. That's a whole That's a whole transition. There's lyrical. Don't nobody know lyrical. Don't nobody got no product from lyrical. Lyrical put out a CD once. That's the first progression of
That's the one that Tony gave me?
No, he didn't give you lyrical.
He didn't give me lyrical?
Nobody, not many know. Not many remember. That's like 13 to 17-year-old Lance.
Ah, okay.
Don't nobody remember that guy.
So who was the Lance that Tony gave me when you did a poetry, then you rapped a song, then you did a poetry, then you rapped a song?
Yeah, that was a nice little CD. Oh, thank you. That's exactly the order the shit was in. Oh, right. No, that was post-college. That was when I left college and like I traveled. I lived in Florida for a little bit, and then I lived in Charlotte, and then I came back to the city in 2010. Like,
wow, that's what's
put my feet to the ground and started getting my curriculum out. Started hosting my shows. Started like making motherfuckers remember.
Right.
You know, hey, I've been gone, but I'm back.
You got any books or CDs out right now that the people can purchase?
Nope. I'm working on my anthology, bro. I'm working on every single poem, short story, every single research paper that I've ever written from 2004 to now. So that'll be out in 2020, somewhere in 2020.
So what's the anthology? What is that? Like, you gonna put all that together? Or yeah. And what you gonna put it on? In a book or on the DVD? In a book? That's what's
ain't no performances. This is just written. This is, bruh. hundreds of pages.
Yeah.
Hundreds of pages.
That's what's up. That's gonna be good literature. Can you spit one for us?
Very much so. Very much so. I would love to spit one.
I want them to hear something. Spit whatever you like. I just want them to hear something ignorant. Show them, cause like they be like, ooh, I do cold. I do spit some vibes. Let them hear a poetry spit some vibes. A poet spit some cold vibes. Let them know.
Ooh, so you want bars?
Yeah, I want vibes.
Bars. Yeah, bars.
Yeah, bars is good.
Bars is good, bro. Bars is good. They is good. Okay, so I'm writing in pen like inmates who can't escape their mistakes. With a plate full of faith, I eat what life serves up after grace. Whatever the case, I'll make sure my tenure isn't a brief stay. Cause I'm the solution after subtraction, meaning I'll do what it takes. 15 minutes until my break. 15 seconds until my fame surpasses my frame, and the only thing left is my word and my name. If the curve is a game, then that must be why these labels are playing chess. Cause we call our queens hoes, and all the knights have been laid to rest. But say the lesser two evils, they stop the people from being weevils. Replace the noose with a king cobra. No mongoose, just a bunch of weasels. But I are not a baboon, shaking my ass like a buffoon. My timing is straight up like busting a nut at noon. Like the only nerd in the room, I got my hand up with the answer. But chances are they'll see my frames and call me lame after. Dudes are square. How can he compare to a mainstream rapper? How can he relate to the trappers that want the streets in the rapture? In his speech, we see actors portraying a thug's life, displaying the blood ice to ensure he gets rubbed right. It's just another club night, so paint the town with your confessions. Have stupid smoked out sessions and sell it in a high crime section until they ask me a question. Lance, are you a poet or a rapper? Businessman or a trapper, sticking to the script, a drug addict or an actor, flow sick and getting better, steadily giving effort, flooding the mail with well wishes and hope and letters, not known to make it rain so I don't stay under the weather, because these crackers go better when you come with cheddar. It's just the way the world rolls when you eating dinner, full off of bread, now the main course can't even finish. A black man in this nation, America's blemish, drug dealer, law and concealer, locked in a prison, can't see liberty's vision without a lens prescription, so I can see to blow up the mission. Like the message was ending, it seems like my only mission is impossible. So I use mic control to separate the trash and recyclables. I go green, treating Mother Earth right. 3 arrows of cigarillos, they all curve right, get it? Your enthusiasm might, so check my vision, it's showtime. But no need for Apollo on this mission, I'm the sun. God bless me to come up like risen, done up like women. We stuck on stoops like pigeons, and they don't want no scrubs, just tender care and love. You see it on the nurses, but never hear it in clubs. Crib got a lot of roaches, but I've never seen a bug. Team got a lot of coaches while the trophies on the bus. Band screaming just for us. FDB, do you see me? Probably change my name to Ripley so these people could believe me. Probably change my name to Shipley so these people could receive me. This game, it's all Madden. The lames play on easy.
Nice. Wow. And there y'all have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Blessings.
Right. This has been Raw Poetry Podcast with your host, Soze Picasso. My guest, Lance G. Newman, Mr. Spread Love, a.k.a. Boomer Newman.
Thank you.
And we're spinning off our Street Culture Radio, and thank y'all for tuning in.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
No, appreciate it, bro. It's good. You know what I mean? Yeah, very much so, bro. I love spitting. I like spitting for fun. You know, yeah. To do that much.
Right.
It's like a job. It's like mandatory.
Right.